Assalamu alaikum, and we're back with another book review for you guys. This time we'll be reviewing The Fault in Our Stars by John Green. अब हमने जॉन ग्रीन की और भी बुक्स हमने पिछली देखी, but this is a totally different book from the way that he writes and the way that his writings are supposed to be. This book is mainly about the terminally ill people suffering from cancer, different types of cancer, and the way they spend their lives, and how a story goes between two people that are suffering from the same kind of disease, and what they can do to make their life more worthwhile, to make it happen, or you can say to just spend their lives the way they want it to be, to spend it like normal human beings, and not be discriminated amongst people that they are ill and the others are not, and then we have a sort of exception to that. So, in this book, we can see that it does not show the normal pain, suffering, and a happy ending as you can see in mostly cancer related stories. But John Green has actually showed the pain and suffering of those people, the multiple issues and problems that they face, and also the good things that come out of it. But in the end, it's not a very, you can say, a happy book, but it's still worthwhile to read it. We will start with the story of Hazel Grace Lancaster. She's a 16-year-old girl, and she is suffering from thyroid cancer. So she takes an oxygen tank around with her because the cancer has spread through to her lungs, and that is why she cannot breathe properly, and she needs that. She's not allowed to do much stuff, not go out or travel a lot, and stuff like that, because for her it is quite difficult also to go around with all of that stuff, and she just can't actually help it through. And on the other hand, we have the other main character, that is Augustus Waters. Augustus Waters was a famous basketball player, you can say a college football player, basketball player, sorry. And the thing is that he was suffering from osteosarcoma, due to which he had to lose his leg. So he has a prosthetic, और जिसको हम fake leg बोलते हैं. So he has that, and he is said to be that, according to him, all of the cancer has been away. So now he's fine. But we will find later on in the story how that story changes from plot to plot. No, Hazel and Augustus Waters meet each other at a support group for cancer people, and they have a mutual friend named Isaac who has had cancer in his eye, due to which he had to lose that. Now, Hazel was a more person who doesn't let people in. The only people close to her are her parents, and she went to that support group because of her mom, because her mom told that you should meet people of your age, and you should know how life is out of that diseases and stuff. Hazel wasn't really ready for it, but फिर भी उसने अपनी mother की सुन के she went to that support group. There she met Augustus and Isaac as well, and they had a good bond with each other from the start, and they both grew a liking for each other. Augustus was quite deeply attracted to Hazel, although Hazel was terminally ill. Ill means that at some point in her life, she wouldn't know कि जो cancer है उसका, that would be the reason for her to die soon enough, and that is why she didn't want anybody to get close to her, because in that case she didn't want anyone to feel bad or be sad, and the only people she let in like that were her parents, and she was thinking that uh, how it would be a bit of problem for them to cope up with her loss. Uh, they start to develop a friendship and a bond between Augustus and Hazel. In a way, they exchange books with each other, and Hazel gives Augustus a book that she likes very deeply, An Imperial Affliction, and she is very much adamant on the reader, because उस book की जो story थी An Imperial Affliction की, उसमें the story ended at an abrupt sentence, जो कि हेजल को बहुत सारे क्वेश्चंस जो है ना उसके माइंड में लेके आया. तो she wanted answers for these questions, and the only way to do that was to ask the author, who was quite away in, I don't know, in Amsterdam. And in a way, आगे जब हम स्टोरी में जाते तो we get to see that Hazel and Augustus actually plan to go there, and Augustus uses his wish that is given to cancer treated people to grant one wish in their lifetime. And Hazel had already used hers, so Augustus used his to take him, Hazel's mom, and Hazel to Amsterdam to meet the author and to find her answers. There, their their attraction grew more, and their bond grew even stronger. In the end, Augustus gets to find out that the cancer has revived again, and now he's scared for his life. And Hazel is also scared because now she knows that for Augustus it is going to be much more, you can say, sooner for him to leave than Hazel, although she did not expect that, but she put up a brave face all throughout. um, the story is more of, you can say, a sad story, although there are good moments in that which you guys will enjoy once you read the book. And also, the book is quite referring to the movie itself जो इसके बारे में बनी है, and the cast and also the storyline and the main events of the book were also portrayed well in the movie. So I would recommend you watching both the movie and as well as reading the book as well. Also, we see that Hazel is scared of life, where Augustus is more of an outgoing person, you can say, or wants to enjoy life. Even with both their conditions, they have different sorts of life, but they compromise on it each other, and that is how life is about. You compromise and you make do of what you have best. So that will be the end of this book review. I won't spoil the ending for you guys, and we'll be back with you guys for another book review. Same here. So thank you and Allah Hafiz.